morning again. And again, thank you all for taking the time to serve on the jury in this matter. Let's go ahead and dive into the details, shall we? Get the ball rolling. The defendant, William Hutchinson here, he is charged with one count of failure to maintain reasonable control of his vehicle, meaning he crashed it. That is a charge that is actually before the judge to determine. You'll hear facts about that you may find relevant, but you won't be making a determination on that charge. The other charges are before you, and those are whether the defendant operated a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, or as you'll hear us call it, OVI or OVI impaired, and then whether he committed the offense of disorderly conduct. You might hear us say DOC, and you'll hear a bunch of maybe more commonly known phrases that are used instead of the phrase disorderly conduct, things like drunken disorderly and drunk in public, stuff like that. And if those do come up in the testimony, they'll be explained to you so that you'll know exactly what was being meant here. Now, if you recall, the state, that's me, has to prove each element of those offenses, that OVI and that disorderly conduct offense, and I have to prove them beyond a reasonable doubt. So what are these elements? What do I have to prove? Well, the evidence is going to show you that on or about Saturday, June 7th of 2025, in the city of Newark and Licking County, Ohio, that Mr. Hutchinson operated a motor vehicle on a public roadway or roadway accessible to the public while under the influence of alcohol. There's your OVI. And a lot of those words will have specific definitions under the law. The judge did inform me that he will give them those big instructions at the end of the case. You also have a packet that looks something like this that will explain what those definitions are, so what constitutes under the influence. Other elements for that disorderly conduct charge. The state's going to introduce evidence that also on that same date in the city of Newark and Licking County, Ohio, that while intoxicated, while either in a public place or in front of two people, or two or more people, I guess, but he engaged in conduct that was likely to be offensive or cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to those around him, and that which he would have known if he were sober, that this conduct would have that effect on people. And we'll also produce evidence that he was told to stop, and yet he continued, he persisted. Now that is a lot to keep in mind. I know that's a lot to just throw at you real quick, but I assure you, the evidence presented will be enough for you to deliberate, and all of those elements I just described, you'll hear about all of them, and it'll make a lot more sense in the context when we go through them. Now, one of the witnesses you're going to hear from today is a Mr. Michael Hickman. Now, he will tell you that he lives in the city of Newark, and he was at home on June 7th of 2025, and he hears this noise, and his home camera system is alerted. He immediately looks at it and sees this blue car just crashed into a telephone pole behind his house. Now, I'm using the phrase behind. I'm not really familiar with the area about what's front, back, sideways, but what I mean is there's his house, his property line, a little alley, and there's a school. There's a telephone pole between the alley and where the parking lot connects to it. So behind his house, he hears this and sees this vehicle crash. And so then he'll tell you he was watching his camera after that to see, oh, there's this crash, see what happens, is everybody okay, what do I need to do? And he calls for assistance. Hey, police, crash, we might need a medic, who knows, I need to report this, somebody needs to come out and address this situation. And while he's doing that, he sees a younger white male exit the vehicle, look at the damage, look at the crashed area, and then walk away. Officers responded and arrived very shortly after the crash, and got this description from him, reviewed the security video from Mr. Hickman. Now, Mr. Hickman, he's going to tell you that he did not get a look at the driver's face, just because that's where the angle of the camera, but that this was the only person in the car. This is the only person that was in that alley, and that nobody else was around until the police showed up. Now, Newark police officers that responded were predominantly Officer Fumi here and Officer DeMalt, and they responded and investigated this crash. Now, Officer DeMalt was the first one to arrive on the scene, and he'll tell you when he arrived, no one's in the car. And he was walking down the alley to see, hey, can he find anyone who's involved, if anybody needed any kind of medical attention. Maybe somebody was wandering trying to find a phone, who knows. He was just wandered down trying to see, because it's really the only way that somebody could have walked. So he'll tell you that he was just looking for that. And that while he was doing that, he sees a young gentleman in a backyard of a residence trying to go inside of a camper that was on the property. And he says, oh, hey, man. And he asked this gentleman if he saw anyone in the alley, if he knew anything about this crash. The young man says no. So Officer DeMalt then says, well, all right, can't find anything. So he returns to the crashed vehicle in order to finish his crash investigation, the crash paperwork, and things like that with Officer Fumi. They also have to do all the other next steps that would be associated with something like this, like possibly calling a tow truck, finding the registered owner of the vehicle, those types of things. So like with any kind of traffic case or crash, to locate the registered owner, they'll start usually with running the license plate. And when they run that, they'll always radio in, and you'll hear somebody sometimes on a dispatch share information about it. So that's how they learn who is a registered owner most of the time. They can also look it up in a computer system that's in their car. But after some investigation, they develop, a possible suspect or person of interest, which was a relative of the registered owner. So Officer DeMalt was able to actually determine that was the man I spoke with at the camper. That's the same guy. So him and Officer Fumi went back to talk to this gentleman again. Now, you'll hear a little bit about their training, the police officers, and how they're trained to detect if someone is under the influence of alcohol, in addition to all their training about traffic crashes, enforcing traffic and criminal laws and so forth. But specifically, they're going to tell you about how do they determine if someone is impaired from drugs or alcohol. And that based on that training, when they interacted with this man at the camper, they observed conduct, behaviors, and physical indicators that this man was intoxicated. Now, you'll see some body cam footage about their interactions, and you'll see that yourself through this evidence that's presented. They again asked the defendant, hey, are you all right? You crashed. He claims that he's fine. At one point he says he's drunk. He does change his story a few times throughout the entirety of the interaction. And then you'll see that he has a set of keys on him. You see there's I guess kind of a longer key ring, but it's kind of distinctive. And he takes his keys out of his pocket and shows the police. And at one point ends up handing him to the police officers briefly too. Now the officers will tell you that at that moment, while they knew, in their opinion, that based on their training, experience, and investigation, that the defendant is the man at the camper, and that man is the one who drove the car there, crashed, and left the car, even though the defendant didn't admit that. And since he didn't admit to driving the car, and Mr. Hickman did not see the man's face, and the video didn't show the driver's face, they said, you know what, I don't think we, have enough under the law to do anything else about this with this gentleman right now. So they say, hey man, thank you for your time. Have a nice day. They give him his keys. And then they say, well, this car that you crashed, it's now abandoned because nobody's there. So we're just going to have it impounded. So whoever can come get it from the impound lot. And then they begin to walk back. At this point, the defendant jumps the fence from the yard that he's in and goes and approaches the officers and becomes belligerent. He's yelling a bunch of things about how he's not doing anything wrong and why are they bothering him, and a lot of stuff that's really hard to understand. So they keep telling him, okay, just go back to your yard so we can finish our job. They can't go finish their job if he keeps coming at them and interrupting them and acting like this. And officers will also tell you that, hey, you know what, they were concerned for safety. They believed the defendant was clearly intoxicated and was therefore at risk of, just tripping, falling, hurting himself. But, it's also a safety concern for officers as well, as this person's interfering with them, trying to do their job. So they keep telling him, get back. Just if you come out here, you're going to get arrested. You're going to get arrested for disorderly. And he fails to heed those warnings and continues to goad them, taunt them, yell demeaning things. So he's placed under arrest. They did have to do some kind of grounding techniques to apprehend him. And when he's placed under arrest, he's told he's under arrest for disorderly conduct. And it's anything that's a standard procedure for an arrest. Someone's searched a little bit. Their pockets and things are patted down, search for weapons, contraband, so forth. And you'll see, and they'll tell you exactly what they found on the defendant's person. That's relevant. Now they'll tell you that even though they knew he was intoxicated, and they were daggone certain he's the one who got that car there, they would normally do field sobriety tests. Because if you put all that together, they believed he drove there impaired. But they'll tell you that it wasn't safe to do that given how the defendant was behaving. And the purpose of those tests, is to look for clues of impairment. They're not like a pass-fail thing. So the officers will explain to you that even if they didn't do field sobriety tests, there are other clues of impairment. If you recall from earlier, we discussed how you know if someone was drunk or somehow feeling the effects of alcohol. They'll describe to you what they saw there. You'll see a lot of it yourself on the video. So here, officers looked for those indicators of impairment. Not just the fact that he was intoxicated, but that to the level that he was impaired. Now, since alcohol affects people differently, you may not see every possible clue of impairment in any one case. That would be an astronomical number. But you'll hear which ones were observed by the officers today. Now, remember we discussed those keys from earlier, right? Ultimately, it's discovered that those keys were in his possession. There was a car key on it. Those were the keys to this crashed car. The clicker beeped to the car when the buttons were pressed. The key opens the trunk. The key started the vehicle. Now you have the only person who was there who would have access to who had these keys on him was the defendant. And the registered owner is his mother. Or grandmother. Is it mother? Mother or grandmother? Family member. Who cares? But, yeah, so who else could it be? The officers at that point said, well, this places him operating the car, getting it there. So now they advise him he is also under arrest for OVI, in addition to the disorderly conduct he was already under arrest for. So Officer Fumi reads something you'll hear about a little bit. It's called a BMV 2255 form. He'll explain to you briefly what that is. Basically, it's required for them to read and show a copy to a suspect so that because it informs them of the possible consequences if they wanted to take some kind of chemical test, breath test, urine, and so forth. Here, the defendant refused to take a breath test, continued to be combative, belligerent, and just, again, altogether not behaving himself. So Officer Fumi is processing the defendant to take him to the jail. Officer DeMalt is finishing up taking photographs and things of the vehicle. He gets this video from Mr. Hickman. And then he wants to go around and tell the homeowner, the other people in the residence, hey, this gentleman was out back, we arrested him, your car's gonna be an impound. And spoiler alert, they learned the defendant didn't live there. It's not his yard. They assumed it was, since he was standing back there trying to get in the camper. But it turns out he wasn't even visiting anyone there. They didn't know who he was. So between the testimony, photos, papers, and the audio-video recordings, I'm confident that after hearing all of that evidence presented, you will return guilty verdicts to both charges. Thank you all.
Ms. C., your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning again, everybody. Thank you for being here, coming back after the break. It's important. I'm going to keep this brief, and I'm going to hopefully make it easier for everybody moving forward. We are not arguing impairment. Mr. Hutchinson admits to having drinks that day. The video, you'll see him admit that he has drinks. You will be able to tell that he is intoxicated. Drinking too much is not illegal. Possibly a bad personal choice, but it's not illegal. I would think some of us have all been there at one point or another in our lives. However, we are also not arguing against the disorderly conduct. Mr. Hutchinson does get upset with the officers when they tell him they're going to impound the vehicle. And quite frankly, he acts like an ass. And he continues to do so after they ask him to stop. You also see a lot of this on video. You may not like how he looks or what he's doing, what he says to the officers, but that does not prove any guilt of the operating of the vehicle. I do anticipate that the state is going to present a couple witnesses. As she stated, none of these witnesses could identify Mr. Hutchinson as the driver of the vehicle. There's video. The video can't identify Mr. Hutchinson as the driver. They don't have a way to prove operation. The officers even say on their own body cams they don't have a way to prove operation. That is the one issue that we're focusing on, is that just because he has keys to a vehicle does not mean he was the one who was driving the vehicle. I believe that after you listen to the evidence and see the evidence, you will find him guilty of disorderly conduct, but not guilty on the operating a vehicle impaired. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Shaker, your first witness.
State will call Michael Hickman.
Very well. See you in the witness room.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may inquire.
Mr. Hickman, have you ever had to testify in court before?
No.
Okay. Well, welcome to your first time.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm going to ask you some questions. When I'm done, the defense counsel, Ms. C, over here to my right, she may have some questions for you as well. If at any time we confuse you, we talk too fast or anything, just let us know so we can repeat ourselves and make everything make sense, okay?
Alrighty.
All right. So the address you just gave, that's in the city of Newark in Licking County, Ohio?
Correct.
Okay. And were you living there back on June 7th of 2025?
Yes.
Okay. Do you happen to remember an incident from that day where you called the police?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened to make you decide that you needed to call the police?
Well, I was laying in bed and all of a sudden I heard this crash. The window was open and I looked out the window and the wires were dancing, and so I jumped on my Nest Cam and looked out and seen a car hit a pole.
What kind? Do you know what kind of car it was?
I don't know what type it is. No.
Do you know what color it was?
I believe it was white.
What did it crash into?
A pole.
Okay.
Yeah, utility pole.
If I showed you pictures of the car, would that refresh your recollection about what the car was?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Yes, it has. Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
Sir, I'm going to show you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 2. Feel free to look at both photographs that are there.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're done looking at both photos, please.
Okay.
Is that the car you saw crash on June 7th?
Yes, it is. It's the pole.
Okay. So would you believe that's a fair depiction of where the car came to its final resting spot?
Yes, definitely.
And what color is the car?
It's blue.
Blue. Okay. So did you see how many people were in the car?
Only one that I've seen.
Only one that you saw? Okay. Do you recall, was this person male or female?
A male.
Do you know, did you give any kind of description to the police about him?
I believe so. Wearing a white shirt and dark hair.
Okay. Do you recall, was he a white male?
White.
White male, okay. And what did he stay with the vehicle?
No.
Okay. Were you able to see where he went?
Yeah, he went north, walked north.
And is there a school behind your house?
It's the old Conrad School.
Old Conrad School, okay.
Yes.
I'm not from here, so I have to ask. So is this crash between the back of your house and the school?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you saw him walk north. Did you see anybody else walk north?
No, there's nobody else.
Okay. How long did it take the police to arrive?
It was only a few minutes.
A few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And was this during the daytime?
Yes, morning.
And so did you continue watching your camera after the crash? Like watching it live?
Until he walked away.
Okay. And then once the few minutes later when the police arrived, during that time between when you heard the crash and the police arrived, did you see anyone else in the alley?
No.
And is that an alley? Or am I saying it correct?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a regular street or just the
No,
alley
it's just,
behind.
it's an alley, yes.
So did you show this Nest video to the police?
Yes.
Okay. Did one of the officers record it?
Yes, I held up my phone and played it and he recorded it.
Okay. If I play that for you again, would you recognize it?
Definitely.
Is your monitor on over there? Right here.
Yes, it is.
And folks will either be able to look here or there.
And Your Honor, this is marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
Very well.
Yes.
Do you recognize this?
Oh, yes.
Whose phone is that?
That's mine.
Okay. And what is playing on the phone?
A video from my Nest camera.
Okay. Can you, and is your Nest camera set to Eastern Standard Time? Or your-
Should be, yeah.
Okay. So the timestamps on here are accurate?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Hit restart one more time just to. There we go. Boom.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's perfect.
Now, is that the video that you showed to the police on June 7th?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have the ability to edit that or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Is that a true and accurate depiction of the video from that day, from this crash?
It is.
Thank you. Nothing further from Mr. Hickman, Your Honor.
All righty. Ms. C?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Hickman.
Good morning.
Okay, so you live in a neighborhood, is that correct?
Yes.
You have neighbors all around you? Do you have cameras all around your house or just at the alley?
All around my house.
Okay. Were you monitoring those cameras that morning as well?
No.
No. Okay. So you wouldn't know if someone didn't walk down the alley and walked a different way around your house?
No.
Your video that you showed the officers ends when the vehicle hits the pole. You didn't have any video of the driver getting out?
I seen him get out, but we didn't go any further from this point on.
Okay. And you didn't see the driver's face?
No, I did not.
So you couldn't say that my client was the driver?
No.
What time do you think you called the police, do you know?
About the time it's on the video, about 6:30,
Okay.
something like that, around that time.
Okay. Did you ever see the person driving the vehicle come back to the car?
No.
Okay. So after he walked away, you never saw him again?
No.
That was all the questions I have. Thank you.
Any redirect?
Just briefly, these cameras on your house, are they recording all the time, or are they like motion detected?
Motion detected.
Okay.
Detected. Yeah.
And for this camera, for example, is there an area that it is set to alert to catch movement?
Yes.
So if there's movement outside of whatever your captured area is, it wouldn't record that?
No, but it's set for almost that complete area that's shown
okay.
there. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing further from Mr. Hickman.
Any recross?
Did the officers ask you to look at any of your other cameras that morning?
No.
And they didn't ask to see any additional footage past the car hitting the pole?
Not that I can remember, no.
Thank you. No further questions.
Sir, you may step down. Thank you very much. Is this witness excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, you're free to leave if you like, or you can remain and watch the rest of the trial if you want to.
Thank you.
And if you want to, please return the exhibit to Ms. Yeager on your way past.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Your next witness, Ms. Yeager.
The State Local Officer DeMalt.
You may inquire.
Thank you. Officer DeMalt, how long have you been employed with the Newark Police Department?
Over 2 years now.
Okay. And what are your general duties for them?
There's a lot of different ones. Some is taking calls. Some is doing actual traffic enforcement, like looking for cars, looking for actual crime in progress.
Okay. Have you received all training that's been required by your department?
I have.
Does that include training in the detection of someone who's operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol?
It is.
So what kind of training have you had for drivers under the influence?
So we take the APATA one every year, or well, not every year. So I took it when I was in the academy, which was about 2 to 3 years ago, and then we've also did upper courses as well.
And what is OPATA?
Sorry, blanking on the. So it's Ohio Peace Officer Training Academy.
Okay,
Yep. You have to go through that to become a police officer.
thank you. Okay. And so since that time, have you undergone any additional OVI type trainings, A-RIDE or anything like that?
No, other than the upper courses, that's,
Okay. And are you current on all certifications that are required by your department?
yes, I am.
And are you up to date with any continuing education, training, all of that?
Yep.
Now, is there a manual that's used during this training with OPATA in these upper courses?
Yes, and it's a manual.
NHTSA? What's NHTSA?
National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
So what kind of, is there different versions of this manual or different editions?
There is. So I'm
Are you trained under?
the 2023 version.
And does that include training on all aspects of an OVI investigation?
Correct.
Now, during your time with Newark Police, have you had contact with people driving under the influence of alcohol?
I have.
Okay. Were you working on June 7th of this year?
I was.
Okay, what shift or what hours did you work?
At that time, I was working from 10 p.m. at night to 8 a.m. in the morning.
Is that your shift now still?
It is.
Oh, wow. Did you work last night?
I did.
All right. Let us know if you need coffee.
I appreciate it.
Were you wearing a uniform of the day like you are in court?
I was.
And were you operating a marked cruiser with a working visible light bar?
I was.
Were you equipped with body-worn camera on that day?
Yes.
How does the body-worn camera activate?
There's a button on the center. You press it, light turns red, and says that you're recording.
Okay. Will it also activate like in a traffic stop
Yep.
with your lights on?
Correct. Yep. There's a switch in the cruiser that you switch on. And you can, as soon as the lights turn on, the body camera turns on as well.
Was your body camera working properly that day?
Correct.
And were you dispatched to an incident involving a crash, damage to property?
I was.
And where was that at?
In the alley behind.
Is there a school back there?
There is.
And is that location where this incident occurred, is that in the city of Newark and Licking County, Ohio?
That is true. Yep.
So about how long after the crash was reported did you arrive on scene?
Don't have a quotable time, but I'd say about 5 minutes. We were there pretty quickly.
Short period of time.
Yeah, very short period of time.
And were you involved in investigating that crash?
I was.
During this investigation, did you have contact with someone later identified as William Hutchinson?
I did.
And is he in the courtroom today?
He is.
Could you please point where he's seated and describe what he is wearing?
He's sitting right there. He's got brown boots on, blue jeans, and a green shirt, or green sweatshirt.
Thank you. Your Honor, let the record reflect the witness identified as the defendant in this case.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Record will so reflect.
So this crash property damage that you were dispatched to, how many vehicles were involved?
It was just one.
Okay, and well, what did it hit?
It hit a telephone pole.
Okay. So when you first arrived, what did you see?
I seen an unoccupied vehicle that had just crashed into a telephone pole. We checked to make sure there was nobody in there, and again, it was unoccupied.
Okay. If I were to play your body-worn camera from this day, would you recognize it?
I would.
Actually, before that, if I were to show you some, did you take photos of the car?
I did.
Okay. If I were to show you those photos, would you recognize those as well?
I would.
Thank you. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes, you may.
Show you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 2.
Okay.
There's 2 pages there. Do you recognize those?
Yes, that's the blue Ford Fusion that crashed into a telephone.
Okay, and is this the crash you were investigating?
Yes,
Would you say that's a fair and accurate depiction of its final resting place when you arrived?
I would.
I'm sorry, did you say that you had marked that for identification purposes?
The photos?
Yeah.
2.
Thank you.
Do you recognize this footage here?
Yes.
Okay, what is this that we're looking at?
That is me pulling up to the crash.
Okay. Is this your body-worn camera?
It is.
Okay. And what is the date and time in the upper right?
Sorry. The upper right, it is 6/7 of 2025 at 6:27 p.m. Or sorry, a.m.
Is this the blue car
It
that
is.
you investigated?
96 radio, it's not occupied.
Answer. The caller advised there was a person standing outside the vehicle at one point.
So now that the car was unoccupied, what did you do next?
First thing I did, I'm pretty sure, was run the tag, see who it came back to, see if it's close to an address that's nearby, just to see if we can maybe make contact, make sure the person that was in the car was okay.
Okay. And after you ran the tag?
It did not come back to anybody that was in the area.
Okay. Did you attempt to locate who would have been here?
I did. So that here in a little bit, I walk down the alley trying to search, see if there's anybody that left the car that is maybe farther down.
Okay.
10-4, break for a 7. Henry William Victor 5376. And also, if you can, see if there was a description of that person.
That letters and numbers, is that the tag?
That is, yes.
That's going to come back to a $1 Hutchinson out of Newark on a 2007 Ford. Turquoise in color, tags are valid. Negative 56. There is no correction. Person description.
99 radio medics, taking disregard.
Here, sir.
As you're walking back here, were you able to locate anyone?
I was.
Okay. One person, two people, 17?
Just one person.
Okay.
Yep.
And where were they?
They were in a backyard. If you look down a little bit further, it's where that camper is at.
Okay. Excuse me. Did you talk to him?
I did. Hey, sir.
So this is the backyard that you referenced?
Correct.
Okay. Did you ask him if he had seen somebody or knew about this crash?
I did. I asked the male, I'm like, did you see anybody come through the alley? Did you see the crash or anything like that?
Did he have any knowledge of it?
He said no.
Question for you. Did you see anybody back in this alley? Did you see anybody back in this alley where this blue car? No. No? Okay. Appreciate you.
So at this point, what do you do next?
I continue searching, seeing if I can find anybody else in the alley, and then after I don't discover anybody else, I go down and I continue to help Officer Fumi with the investigation.
Did you talk with any of the homeowners here?
I did.
And was one of those people Mr. Michael Hickman?
He was, yep.
Okay. Did he tell you that he had a video?
He did.
Okay. Did you see this video?
I did.
Did he also give you a description of whom he saw in this video?
So he didn't have any description as far as like seeing a person's face or anything like that. At first he just told me he seen a person in a blue shirt. And then later after watching the video, we watched it again and we seen that it was then changed to a white shirt. It was not a blue shirt.
Blue car, white shirt.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So during the course of your investigation, did you develop a person of interest?
I did actually.
And who was that?
It was Mr. William Hutchinson.
And is that the defendant that you pointed out?
Correct.
Okay. Were you able to locate this person of interest?
I was.
Okay. And how were you able to determine that he was a person of interest?
So Officer Langworthy, he called us and informed me that that car that we just ran the tag on came back to a person that he had in a case not too long ago. And he said, hey, you might want to look to see if William Hutchinson is the person that's driving that car. I know he was the driver of that car the last time I spoke with him.
Okay. But at that point, you didn't know who William Hutchinson was?
Not at all.
Okay. So I want to ask you a little bit about, like, is it MDT? Is that the right abbreviation for the computer in the car? Okay. Are you able to look people up on that?
I was.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you search someone by their name, by their social?
Correct.
Any of these things?
Yep.
Okay. So did you, based on this tip from your fellow officer, did you search William Hutchinson?
I did. So I called into dispatch, gave them the name and the date of birth. They then sent me his information to search on my MDT. I looked it up and looked at the driver photo and then noticed that it was the same male that was in the back with the camper.
The man you had just spoken with?
Correct.
Okay. Did you and Officer Fumi then go talk to him about this?
We did.
Okay. Was he still there when you went back to talk to him?
He was.
Okay. What was he doing?
He was still trying to get into the camper.
So when you approached him, having just looked at that BMV photo, were you certain that this was the same William Hutchinson that was in that photograph?
Correct.
Okay. Did you ask him again, if, like, hey, is this your car?
I did.
It crash? And how would you describe his appearance and his demeanor during your interactions?
He was very disheveled. He, again, had a strong odor of alcohol coming off of his breath. He was slurring his words a lot. It was kind of hard to understand just what he was saying just because of that. But again, really disheveled, looked kind of distraught, and had a really strong odor of alcohol.
Did you ask him if he had anything to drink?
I did.
Do you recall what he said?
He said he had 2 margaritas.
And Your Honor, I don't know if I actually said this, the body-worn camera flash drive is plaintiff's 3.
Thank you.
And who's this officer we just saw get out of the cruiser?
That is Officer Adam Fumi.
And is that the gentleman to my left?
That is.
This is your car out here?
Yeah.
Okay. You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got in your pocket? Your keys? Okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Well, it seems like you hit the pole pretty hard. Do you need an ambulance or anything?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
You have an ID on you, my man?
I'm okay.
Well, you have an ID with you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, I got to ID you.
We got him. This is
You
William.
don't.
Oh, William?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yep.
How you doing?
Huh?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. We want to make sure you're okay with the car.
I'm perfectly fine.
So what is the plan with this car out here?
Not a thing.
Not a thing. We're going to leave it crashed.
I'm a McCurran.
You're what?
I'm a McCurran.
You're a McCurran.
Yeah. I work on cars.
Okay. I understand that, but
I'm okay.
it can't be left there, right?
You can take keys if you want. But the car is fine.
The car is fine.
Where it's at, the car is fine.
It is not, and you are clearly not fine as well.
It is fine. I might not be, but it is fine.
William, have you had anything to drink, my man?
I have a little bit.
A little bit?
But the drink is not a mirror.
Well, what were you drinking?
What do you want?
I just want to know the truth, man. I mean,
I've had a little tequila. What do you want? I've been sitting here doing nothing wrong.
okay.
What do you want, guys?
You crashed your car, dude.
These, the keys that are in his hand, did you photograph those at any point?
I did.
If I showed you that photograph, would you recognize it?
I would.
Your Honor, this is marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 4. Okay.
Yes, you may, and you have continuing permission to do so.
And there are 2 photographs there. Would you look at those and let us know what we're looking at there?
So you have a key fob and a key that goes to a Ford, and then you have house keys, and then of course the keychain.
And then, is there a strap, a lanyard, something?
Correct.
What color is that?
It is red.
Okay. And are those the same keys that he has in his hand on this video right here?
That is correct.
At any point did he say, no, I drive, that's not the car I drive a different car?
Yes, he did.
Okay. What kind of car did he tell you he drove?
He told me a blue Pontiac.
Okay. Did you look for a blue Pontiac?
I did.
Okay. Did you find one?
I did not.
Just shows you driving it.
I've done nothing wrong.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I've done nothing wrong. I have not driven wrong when I'm drunk, and I have not fucking offended you guys at all. So the fact of that matter is I have done nothing wrong but sitting here being drunk. Do you understand that?
So you weren't driving at all?
I have not driven at all.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Just hang tight here. I'm going to speak with my...
Go for it.
So at this point, do you and Officer Fumi discuss what's happened so far?
We do.
Okay. And what did you two decide to do?
So because of me and Fumi's investigation, because we couldn't determine if William had drank before driving, or why he was driving, or if he came home and drank. We were trying to just figure out, A, what we had. We decided that, again, because he was saying that it wasn't his car at one point, that we would just impound the vehicle, and that whoever at that point wanted to come and get the vehicle out of impound, they could come and get the vehicle out of impound.
So did you guys go tell him, hey, thanks, see you later?
Yep, I came up and said, hey man, I'm like, don't worry about it. Whoever's car it is, you'll have to come, they'll just have to come out and speak to us and get it from us at that point.
Okay. How did he react when you told him the car would be impounded?
This made him very irate.
So the video cuts off.
Right over there. So, unless you want to be a little more truthful with us, the one that you crashed, here's that for you.
Which car is that?
The blue one. There you go, brother. Right over there. So, okay, well, just if you did, and you're not telling us the truth, we're going to impound it. So somebody's going to have to go down to the impound lot to get it.
What I'm saying to you is I've never been in a fucking car at all.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your morning.
Do you see me moving in a car? Hey,
Okay. So we see you walking away here. What happens after this?
He tries to jump over the fence and falls over. He then gets up and starts yelling at us as we're walking away.
What's he yelling? Is he like, just, hey, stop, I want to talk?
No. If I remember right, he's cussing, screaming. It's kind of, again, hard to understand because of how intoxicated he is and slurring of the speech.
Would you agree it wasn't pleasant?
It was, no, not a pleasant conversation at all.
Did you, did you yell back? Did you, what did you guys do for that?
No, we told him, hey man, listen, you're intoxicated. Stay on your property. You're allowed to be drunk on your property. Just stay on your property. Get back over the fence or stay directly at the edge of the line. And he continued to step off of it.
Did that cause you any inconvenience, any concern for yourselves or for your investigation?
It did, because again, now we're having to deal with a man that is clearly intoxicated. And as we're trying to do an inventory for a car and continue our investigation to see if there's anybody else we need to find or anything else, we have to deal with him at that moment.
Did you and Officer Crumey have to tell him once, more than once, to go to his yard?
I think I told him 3 times.
Okay. Did you ultimately end up arresting him?
We did.
What did you arrest him for?
DOC and public intoxication.
And what does DOC stand for?
Disorderly conduct.
And what do you mean by public intoxication? Like, where would I find that in the Ohio Revised Code, I guess?
It's underneath disorderly conduct. I couldn't give you the exact code, but it basically states that you can be a nuisance to yourself or the public, and that you are clearly intoxicated and not able to take care of yourself.
Okay. And when he was behaving this way, who was around?
It was, at that moment, it was just me and Officer Fumi, and then the people down the street that were getting us video and stuff that had heard the crash or had got the video of the crash.
Okay.
Get back over there, bud.
What's he trying to do?
Like what?
What's
the problem?
You said you're calling about something.
I didn't say anything, man.
What did I do?
You seem like
I'm in my own fucking...
Okay, then go back to your yard.
On your yard.
Is it
in my own fucking yard?
Okay.
And you're talking about shit that I've done fucking done, that I've done nothing wrong. Do you understand that?
I'm not accusing you of anything, man.
Yeah, you are. I have recording on my fucking video.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Okay, have fun in your yard, man.
I understand what you're fucking saying.
Okay.
But I'm not doing nothing. I'm not
just
driving nobody.
go.
I'm not doing nothing fucking...
So this is what...
leaving, man.
Yeah, this is what I'll tell you.
You guys are fucking hanging around...
All right, this is what I'm going to tell you. Go back to your yard.
What are you going to tell me?
I'm telling you right now, go back to your yard. I'm going to arrest you for public intoxication. Because now you are not on your yard anymore. You're in the public and you're drunk as shit. So get in your yard.
This is my driveway.
No, this is not
This
your
is
driveway.
not go back over there.
Go to your yard, or you're gonna get arrested for public intoxication. You got a choice.
Guess what?
Yep.
You know what? This is my
Perfect.
driveway.
Stay right there.
This is my fucking
That car's getting impounded, and have a good rest of your night.
If you take one step into the alley, you're going to jail. Do you understand? Public intoxication. Public intoxication.
Because my car's over there.
Where's that?
Right?
Stop.
I'm over here.
Stop
My car's
arguing with
over
him.
there. That's some public intoxication.
Stay on your property. Okay,
Do you
we're good.
understand that? Dude, listen to me. Do you understand that? Look at me. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
just
put on the truck.
back it up.
Y'all want to talk shit? Talk shit to me. I have fucking political.
This is the last chance I'm gonna give you.
I have reason to
Get
be where I'm
in your yard.
You have
Ask the public. Ask the people that I'm.
you have 10 seconds to go over there, otherwise you're going to jail.
This fence that he's standing in front of, is this the same property as where the camper was?
Not at all.
This, like a neighbor?
Correct.
You understand?
Your choice.
I have.
Your choice. 10,
I have agreement
9,
with the people that I'm
8,
with.
7,
You understand that? I have
6,
agreement with the people I'm
5.
with.
3, 2, 1, you're
Yep.
under arrest.
Go ahead.
Put your hands behind your back. Do not tense up.
I have people that I'm with, bro.
Do not tense up. You got top.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
I'm over here by the fucking. I'm over here by the fucking fence, bitch. I ain't.
What's this maneuver you did
So this is one.
so he got on the pavement? I mean,
Yeah. So this is one of our grounding techniques. It's where one officer takes the legs and lifts or holds just as the other officer pushes them to the ground so they can go to the ground safely and we don't have to slam somebody or hurt somebody.
Doing shit.
It's all right. Here.
I ain't doing nothing, man.
Give me your hand.
Y'all suck, man.
Dispatch 316
I ain't doing shit but being by my fence. I ain't doing shit but being by my fence. What's y'all gonna be? What's y'all gonna do? Arrest me for being by my fence?
Nope, you're getting arrested for public intoxication, man.
By being my fence, right? Okay. Go ahead.
All right. He's good.
So, could you explain what is the difference between a pat down and a search incident to a lawful arrest?
So a pat down is like a search for anything that can harm you, guns, knives, any kind of weapon, and it's a less intrusive search. So basically just so me and Officer Fumi here are safe and we don't have to worry about someone pulling a knife or a gun at that point. At that point too, they have to give you a reason to do a pat down. Are they irate with you? Are they angry with you? Are they doing something that seems like they would possibly try and harm you? A search, which is what we're about to do, which is a search incident to arrest, is the male is under arrest. We are inventorying all of his property and anything that is on him so it can get down to him to the jail and make sure that everything that is on him is safe for us as well and the jail.
And you do that here?
Yes.
What did you find on him at this point when you do your search?
I'll be honest, I'm blanking. I'm pretty sure his keys were in the yard, but I think we probably found a wallet and ID.
Okay, so personal effects?
Yeah, personal effects. Yeah.
I'm by my fence. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, something in his pocket.
I didn't go by the fucking public.
All right, so you're under arrest now for public
I'm
intoxication.
being by my fence. That's all I'm doing. I'm being by my fence. And you think I'm being public by my fence? All I'm doing is being by my fence. That's it. Go ahead. Keep going. You ain't gonna find nothing, bro. I don't do shit.
Roll him towards you.
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going, man. There's nothing going. There's nothing there.
Nothing where?
I'm there drinking by my fence. There's nothing fucking wrong.
You're clearly not at your fence anymore, man.
I'm clearly by my fucking fence. That fucking clearly shows it. That clearly fucking shows it. I'm looking right at it. I'm bearing my fucking fence. And you guys are fucking destroying my fucking
We've given you multiple warnings, my man.
For what?
All you had to go back was to your yard, man.
For what?
That's all you had to do.
No, you want to say something? Say something. It's you clearly gave me warning. For what? For what? That's what I'm saying. Is you guys want fucking answers?
He's good.
Exactly. I'm fucking
You want to
good.
sit on your butt?
Yeah. You guys won't fucking answer me because I'm fucking saying what I'm fucking saying. And you guys want to talk shit because you want to fucking talk shit. I ain't done nothing, man.
You go ahead and unlock it.
So you're gonna pull me up? Pull me unlocked because I've done nothing.
What do we do?
I've done nothing wrong.
Did we say you did anything wrong? The only thing
You put me in the fucking back.
Yeah, you're being arrested for public intoxication because
what?
all you had to do was go back in your house.
Because I'm back in my house.
Go in there.
I'm back in my house.
Go in.
Intoxication.
Come on.
Many people are allowed to fucking be intoxicated in the back of the house, bro.
You're not in the back of the house.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I guess as soon as I go quit.
So, at this point, he's in the back of the cruiser. What do you do with the property that you collected from him?
So we collect all of it and put it in an evidence bag so he can get it down at the jail. So when he gets out, he can get into his house with his keys or have his wallet if he needs to buy something or anything of the sort.
Okay. So would that be in a bag that would be in the back of this cruiser?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you recall if he had, was that a vape pen or something?
I'm pretty sure it was a vape pen.
Okay. And do you recall if he had a lighter, cigarettes?
Yes, he
anything
did.
like that?
He did have a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Do you know what kind?
Newports.
Okay. So after this, did you speak with the witness, Mr. Hickman?
I did.
Okay. Did you get a copy of his video?
I did.
Okay. And how did you get a copy of it?
So he actually printed. So I had to go back after the fact and get he printed off on a thumb drive for me, or correction, I had to record it from my phone and
then put it on the
and
thumb
then put it
drive.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. My bad.
So if I showed you that video, would you recognize it?
I would. And Your Honor, again, this is plaintiff's 1. Do you recognize this here? Yes.
Okay. What is it we're looking at?
So this is my phone screen, so I'm recording with my phone. This is our witness's phone, and it is the footage of his Ring camera in the back of his house that's off the back of his garage.
Okay. And is this from June 7th of 2025?
It is. Hit restart one more time just to. There we go. Boom.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's perfect.
Would you say that's a true and accurate depiction of the video as provided by Mr. Hickman?
It is.
I noticed you took photos of the car. Did you photograph the inside of the vehicle?
I did.
If I showed you any of those photos, do you believe you would recognize them?
I would.
Your Honor, this is Plaintiff's Exhibit 5.
Thank you.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, that is the inside of the car.
Okay, did you take that photo?
I did.
Okay. Was there anything of consequence in there that you noticed?
I would say the 2 Newport packs.
Okay. And does, I'm sorry. And then is there just other personal items and things in the vehicle?
Regular trash, or things you hang from your mirror, different stuff like that.
Okay. And is that a true and accurate depiction of the that view of the interior of the vehicle as you saw it?
It is.
Okay. So you mentioned a little bit ago about the keys being on the grass.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess let me back. Did you ultimately find keys to this blue car that's crashed?
I did.
Okay. Where were they?
So those were the keys that he handed to Officer Fumi, and Officer Fumi tried to hand them back, and then they fell in the grass because he couldn't grab a hold of them or something at the time.
So where did you ultimately find those?
I found those in the yard where they were dropped.
And is that where the defendant was standing?
Yes.
And again, is that Is that the same keys that we saw in his hand on that video?
Correct, with the red keychain.
How were you able to confirm that it went to this blue car?
I'm pretty sure I clicked the key fob and I seen the car blink
Okay.
where it was saying it was unlocked. And then I went over and I checked the actual doors at that point.
This is the public.
Sorry.
There we go. Sorry. Let's try that again.
Sorry. And then I went over and I checked and I put them in the actual car, checked the door handle to see if they'd unlock, and unlocked both sides of the door. Then I put it in, checked the ignition, turned the car right on.
Where was this that we... Is this your hand?
Yes, that is my hand.
And where is this at?
So that is right next to the fence, next to the camper that we were speaking with him at.
Yep. 4 key. Yep, so that works. Hold on. Yep, you're good. Yep, so. Make sure just the. Okay, let me get a photo of the trunk real quick, and then we'll go. So this key does match to the car. Turns car on.
So at this point, is the defendant still in the back of Officer Fumi's cruiser?
He is.
Do you ask him about these keys and the events leading up to this point?
I do.
Do you recall anything, did you also at some point read him his Miranda rights?
I did.
What do you have to say to you?
It was very hard to understand what he was saying. At this point, he was slurring extremely a lot and just yelling and screaming where I could barely understood what he was saying.
Now, when you searched his person, did you find any alcohol?
No.
Okay. Did you find any alcohol in the car?
I'm pretty sure I found in a cooler in the back of the car. I can't remember if it was in the trunk or if it was in the back seat. There was, I think, Bud Lights or some kind of alcoholic beverage, beer cans.
Okay.
Not open, but.
Oh, so no open containers?
No open containers,
Okay.
just, yeah.
And then was there any alcohol in the yard or in that fenced camper area?
There was not, no.
Okay. And by that I mean empty or not?
No, yep, nothing.
Okay.
I deserve an answer.
All right, so.
What the fuck am I being?
So what I'm going to explain to you real quick, okay? You got the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can be held against you in a court of law. You got the right to attorney. Anything you say can be, sorry, if you cannot afford one, it won't be provided for you. Do you understand these rights? Yes or no?
What am I arrested for?
Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what you're being arrested for, okay? You're arrested because you're being drunk and disorderly on the street, okay? Public intoxication.
I'm on the alley, and I'm not doing anything.
This is the public.
I look at.
All right, this is not what we're. That is not what I'm arguing about.
It's being recorded, right?
Yeah, yes, it's right here, right
So
there.
what I'm
So
saying
listen, no,
I'm
this
not
is
talking to
my
nobody.
time to talk.
Listen to me. I'm talking to nobody.
Where did
No,
these
you
keys?
can talk-
Where did
listen
these
to me.
keys go to?
No, you can. listen to
Let me ask you a question.
Hey, I don't give a fuck who you think you are.
Where do you think these keys?
You can listen to me.
So why-
I pay you, motherfucker.
No, you don't. You don't.
listen
You
to
don't pay me anything.
I didn't
Why
do any fucking thing
do
to
these
anybody.
Why do these
I don't-
keys that were
I
in
didn't
your
thank
possession
nobody. I didn't
go to
fucking
that
fight
car
nobody. I didn't do nothing.
that just
to
crashed
nobody.
into it about 5 minutes?
For what?
What do you mean for what?
For what? Let me look. Let me look. Let me see what's wrong with it.
Look.
Let me see what's wrong with it. I see nothing wrong with it.
So these keys that were in your possession.
That is my homie's friend.
Your homie's friends.
That has nothing to do with
So
me.
how'd you get the keys?
What do you mean how did I get
These keys, these were your keys. You said these go to a Pontiac, a blue
Where did
Pontiac,
those come out of
around the
my
corner
pocket?
over there, and I have not
Listen
seen a
to me.
blue Pontiac.
Where did those come out of my pocket in front of your fucking camera? Where did they come
Over
from?
there, when you held them up and you gave them to Officer Fumi and then gave them to
Way
me.
far from your cameras, right?
Or there, where I found them,
No, listen to me.
right next to your fence,
over there.
that you fell over trying to
Way
get over to come
there.
over here to prove a point that you
Way
could be
over
drunk
there
and
from my cameras, right?
Huh?
Way over there from my cameras, right?
Get my 2255.
I didn't. This is fucking wrong. I'm allowed to drink And I'm allowed to do anything that I've done. I've done nothing fucking wrong. I have not gotten something behind any vehicle. I've done nothing fucking wrong.
So
I've walked.
So
I walked from where I was.
So what?
So you can't
where'd you walk
arrest me
from?
for any goddamn
Where'd
thing
you walk
that I
from?
fucking did.
Tell me where you walked from.
I walked from the fucking bar. What do you mean?
What bar?
From the fucking bar.
What bar?
From the fucking bar.
What bar?
The closest fucking bar.
What's the closest fucking bar?
You don't have the right to fucking question me.
I do. You have a time to
listen,
stop speaking at any
I'm telling
time.
you right now, I have walked from the bar to here. I have walked. I have not drove. I have done nothing. I have walked. So you either let me fucking go, or we're gonna have fucking problems.
No, I'm explaining to you.
Hey,
the keys that are in your possession that...
Okay, so these keys that are being debated here, how many car keys were on that key ring?
Just one.
And what, did it go to a Pontiac?
It did not. I went to a Ford.
Okay. Did, obviously you, Officer Fumi, and the defendant, was anybody else in the alley?
No.
Okay. And then, other than the neighbors who spoke with you, like Mr. Hickman, did anybody else come through there in addition to this tow truck driver? No. Okay. Whenever you spoke to him, and as you were approaching the yard with the camper, so as you were approaching it, walking away from it, at any point did you see another person besides the defendant in that location?
There was no one else. No.
I know you said it was hard to understand some of what he said here, but by this point were you able to determine when he drank alcohol?
Yeah.
And when would that have occurred?
He didn't give me a specific time. He said that he walked from the bar and that he drank there.
Oh, so not here?
Correct.
Okay. Did your witness, Officer Fumi, read the BMV 2255?
I did.
Okay. Just in your own words, what exactly is a BMV 2255?
So it's basically a form that gives you all your rights at that moment, explaining to you what can happen if you refuse to blow for an OVI. So you then have to go through the suspension types, anything like that, saying, okay, I'll lose my license for a year if I refuse, or if I have a previous OVI, and it's just something the courts want you to know your rights of before you're hooked for an OVI or before you blow.
Okay. So you're required to read it before any chemical test?
Correct,
And
yes.
you said blow, so that would be a breathalyzer?
Correct.
Okay. Did you give the car key to the tow truck driver?
I did.
And did you use it to tow the truck away?
You
Or
did.
tow the vehicle away? So what'd you do after all of that?
So at this point, Officer Fumi transported him, and I decided to take it upon myself because I knew that was his yard, and I heard that he had family. I decided to let them know, hey, your son's in jail if you want to go bond him out or whatever. So I went to, and I'm pretty sure and I spoke with the owner of the home at that point.
And was that the defendant's parents?
It was not.
Did they know the defendant?
They did not.
Were they aware that he was in their backyard?
They were not. The conversation went about me.
Officer, you have to wait for a question.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
Sorry, thank you. Did you ask that homeowner you spoke to if they owned a blue Ford?
I did.
And I know I asked you if the defendant lived there. Did they know him at all?
No, they did not know him at all.
Okay.
They were very surprised when I was about the conversation.
Okay. So the clips of the video that we watched, would you say those are a true and accurate depiction of the events as you experienced them?
I would.
Nothing further on direct at this time, Your Honor.
All right, cross-examination, Ms. C.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Jamal, you said you did OPATA training.
I did.
How long is that training?
It varies from academies. I think mine was a little over 10 months.
Okay. And then you said you had been a police officer now for 2 years?
Correct.
And so at this time, when this incident happened, you would be, what, 1.5 years in?
I would say 1.5.
Okay. Does that include the 10 months, or does that not include the 10 months of training?
That does not include the 10 months of training.
Okay. So pretty new at investigating at this time?
Yeah.
Okay. You testified that you searched the vehicle, is that correct?
Correct.
And that you found alcohol in the vehicle?
Correct.
Did you take pictures of that alcohol that you found in the vehicle?
I think possibly.
Okay. But you don't remember if you did?
I do not. If they were in the photos that were given, then yes, I took photos of them.
You would think that it would be important to take pictures of the alcohol in the vehicle, don't you think?
Objection, that's argumentative.
It's really not.
Overruled.
Say it again, please.
Don't you think it would be important to take pictures of alcohol that you found in the vehicle when you're saying that it was being operated impaired?
Depending on how the alcohol is and in what state it is.
So, okay.
If it's an open container, I would say yes. But if it's a closed container in the back of a cooler, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say that has anything to do with that.
Okay. All right. You were not on scene when the car wrecked, is that correct?
I was not, no.
You did not witness Mr. Hutchinson behind the wheel of the vehicle, did you?
No, I did not.
You didn't witness anybody behind the wheel of the vehicle, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. You didn't get a description, more than a generic description from Mr. Hickman, is that correct?
Yes, I would say generic.
Okay. So you never witnessed Mr. Hutchinson operating a vehicle?
I did not.
Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, so Ms. Yeager showed you this body cam that you agreed was your body cam, true and accurate? All
Correct.
that? Okay. Although,
If you hit
hold on.
hit play in the.
A little bit.
Okay. So, and you had testified that you spoke with Officer Fumi out to the side
Yeah.
after you spoke to Mr. Hutchinson? Okay. You didn't-
I don't understand what you're talking about because
And you had testified you guys talked to try to figure out what you had, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I just need to get back a break. All right, let's try this.
That he was drinking.
For second thought.
the matter is I haven't done nothing wrong but sitting here being drunk. Do you understand that?
So you weren't driving at all?
I have not driven at all.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Just hang tight here. I'm gonna speak with my
Go for it.
officer.
Do what you want to do. But I have not done nothing.
I didn't watch the video. I'm not a detainer.
He's not. You can't tell that it's him in the video.
Did you just tell Officer Fumi that you can't tell it's him in the video?
Correct.
Okay. So you already watched the video at this time?
I did.
That's my point. The only thing you can say
Dispatch 396, 399, pickup.
is
We're all right. All right.
all you can say is that he's wearing the same color shirt. He's clearly, we both know clearly. But here's the deal, like, he's not going to tell us that he was drinking.
But he did tell
No,
us.
but he's not saying, he's saying never drinking drunk. That he's been here drinking the whole time. See what I'm saying? So, the best thing we kind of have here is impound his car and somebody has to come get it.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I didn't watch the video. If you can't tell that it's
You cannot, and that's the only reason I'm saying.
okay.
So the video cuts off at him trying to start it up a bunch of times, and it's like a 15-second, and then the next video is us pulling up.
There's no clear picture of it.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal.
Okay. So you heard all that?
Yeah,
So there was no clear picture of him in the video, correct?
correct.
And so the only thing you said you had was to be able to impound his vehicle.
At that moment, yes.
Okay. And you said the video cut off. Did you ever ask Mr. Hickman for additional video?
I did. He showed me every single one. He said that when he seen the male get out of the car, it was live at that point and it did not pick up the recording.
Okay. And then did you ask him for any other angles on any of his other cameras of his house?
I spoke with him about it, but he said that it wouldn't pick up anything else, that he didn't get anything else.
Okay. So you also testified that you went to the homeowner of the yard Mr. Hutchinson was standing in.
Yes.
Did you go to any other houses?
No, I did not.
You didn't go to either neighbor to the side, across the street?
No.
No one? Didn't ask anybody else for any other cameras?
We looked around. We did not see any other cameras on people's homes or anything like that. That was the only one that caught anything.
Okay.
That was told to us.
You knew who the vehicle belonged to once you reapproached Mr. Hutchinson, is that correct?
Yes, after Officer Langworthy informed me that Mr. Hutchinson was possibly the one that drives that car,
Okay.
then I knew it was him from his DMV photo.
Never mind, that's okay. You testified that no one else came through the alley.
Correct.
Who is this man?
So that is one of the neighbors. This is our witnesses that spoke today's house. That is a neighbor that came from the other one to the left.
So there were other people that came out in the alley?
He came out and spoke to Officer Fumi
Okay.
by himself, but during my initial search, there was no one else.
Okay. And you had testified earlier that Mr. Hickman had said that was someone in a blue shirt prior to, right? And then he switched it to white shirt.
Yes, after we rewatched the...
Thank you, that's all I needed.
Okay, I was just going to say, after we rewatched the video,
It's
it was a
really
white shirt.
all I
So you have to wait
needed
for
was the
another
Okay.
question,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm still messing with that. Okay. I think that is all the questions I have for you, officer. Thank you.
Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Thank you.
redirect.
Yes, Your Honor. Just let's actually clarify that last point, one of the last things that Ms. C asked you about, and that was other people in the alley. I believe the question I presented listed the people that had come into the alley as officers, the witnesses, and the neighbors, and then the defendant. And then, of course, later we see the tow truck driver arrive. Other than that, anybody else in the alley?
No.
Okay. Of those, the witnesses, tow truck driver, did anybody else fit the generic description given by Mr. Hickman?
No.
When you watched the video, were you able to identify any characteristics of the driver?
The main thing was the white shirt.
White shirt?
You couldn't see face, but you could tell it was a white shirt.
A white shirt, okay. And then, are people allowed to transport alcohol in a cooler in the back of their car?
They are.
You don't need any special license or anything like that?
No.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Any recross?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, officer, you may step down. This witness excused?
No, please.
If you'll return to the witness room, sir.